Dr.MGR Educational and Research Institute, Madrawal, Chennai. Our vision is to provide a viable and credible learning experience for aspiring student community and inquisitive researchers who seek to expand the current body of knowledge pertaining to English language and literature across diverse fields of study. To enable the students to explore English language and literature, to be proficient in the use of the language in communication, and build knowledge for personal and societal development.
Hi, I'm Sounda, 2017 passed out. It's an immense pleasure for me to share my feelings and experience for the MGR University, especially for BA English department. I enjoyed all the 3 years where I studied in MGR in an English department. Literature almost changed my life, gave me creativity, it taught me how to think on my own, how to dream especially. And continuing in the same college, same university as a law student. It is the happiest moment in my life. And those who are going to choose a BA English literature are blessed. Thank you.
My name is Anil Verma.
My name is Darshni.
Hello everyone, this is Shruti.
I chose the English literature because this is the only way that you can explore about the society you live in, explore about yourself, learn more about the cultures, the literatures of the different countries.
So I'm working as a content writer in a legal firm now, and one of the main reasons of where I am in my life, I'm able to work as a content creator. I am able to have such knowledge because of the education I was provided in college.
They have a spectrum of opportunities available, starting from the webinars to seminars to various intercollegiate and various intracollegiate events. I get to experience all that, and it has been an incredible journey so far, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me pleasure to welcome you all for today's guest lecture. On behalf of Department of English, Faculty of Humanities and Science of Dr.MGR Educational and Research Institute, Chennai, Tamil Nadu, I, Gayatri, Assistant Professor, Department of English, your host. We met a pleasure and privilege to have you all virtually connected for guest lecture on the topic, A Woman's Place, is it real outside the realms of fiction? Well, I would like to recall Oscar Wilde's quote. For this special occasion, I quote, "A man's face is his autobiography, a woman's face is her work of fiction." I am quote. And having said that, today we have an eminent person, Dr.J.Mangayarkarasi ma'am, with us to enrich our knowledge. Along with an eminent resource person of today in the virtual studio, we also have with us, our ever energetic additional registrar (E&S) Dr. J.B. Javraj sir, and the lovely members of the Department of English, Assistant Professor Dr. Revati ma'am, Jyoti ma'am, Priyadashni ma'am, and Akshaya ma'am, who is also the technical host of today's program. Dear participants, I elated that you all have registered a large numbers to attend this program. Your keenness and lively participation motivates us to organize many useful programs as this. Before we head to the program, I would like to inform you all about the feedback link. The link will be posted on the bright yellow title at the end of this session. You all are requested to click, fill, and submit before 6 p.m. Indian time today to instantly receive your certificate in the registered emails. The form will be deactivated after 6 p.m. Kindly make it a point to post all your queries related to the topic in the chat box at the end of the session. The resource person with a wide knowledge and experience will be happy to clear all our doubts. Heading to the program now, I cardinally invite our additional registrar, E&S Dr. J.B. Jabrat sir, to deliver felicitation address. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored and humbled being part of this guest lecture. Madam, good afternoon, Mangayarkarasi Madam, and all other head of the department and all other professors. The eminent speaker of this topic is Dr. Mangayarkarasi, head and associate professor of the English department, Ethiraj College, Chennai. And today, Madam is delivering a lecture on the topic A Woman's Place. Is it real outside the limbs of friction? An insightful discourse of domestic feminism. The topic is really important to the literature, students, and staff, and as well as for an individual woman in the society. And the topic helps us to understand the real role of women in the house and the society. It is quite useful and interesting topic, ma'am, and I hope the listener also will enjoy it during this time. On behalf of the MGR Education and Research Institute University, I welcome once again the Madam Dr. Mangayarkarasi, Head of the Department of English Department and Ethiraj College. We know that all we know about the English department. Our English department is the oldest department, and we are conducting a lot of this type of programs. Really, it is energetic and interesting today's topic, and every day, every program organizing is a fantastic program. Really, all are enjoying, as well as me also enjoying. As far as the department offers many courses like BA, MA, and PhD in English literature, journalism, and mass communication also. It is one of the busiest department. Also serves other departments like law, architecture, commerce, physics, nursing, engineering, as well as faculty of management, and so on. The department runs successfully under the head of Dr. Chandrasena Rajeshwaran and Pushkala Madam, Dean of the Department Literature Mary, and Dr. Karpaha Vadivu and Julie Elizabeth Madam, Deputy Heads of this department. The Faculty of English Department teaches students the real essence of the subject and also helps the students to improve their life skills for better living. The department organizes many programs on languages and literature. I request everyone to enjoy this insightful lecture. Thank you, one and all. All the best. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for always encouraging us to do such programs. And now, I warmly invite Dr. Sandarsana Rajeshwaran ma'am, head of the department, to welcome the gathering. Over to you, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, Gayatri, I'm really thankful to you for the wonderful comparing. I'm really happy that you're doing it so well. Um, so it's my pleasure and happiness to welcome you all to this August session wherein we are going to discuss about feminism. A feminism, the variation of a feminism called domestic feminism. Okay. So before that, first of all, let me thank God Almighty for giving us this opportunity to interact as an academic community. And in fact, I must really feel happy about this present session, wherein I am joining after a long time in the department. There were so many other programs previously, and because of my health, because of the health issues, I couldn't join the other programs. Now God has given me this happiness to join this program. I'm thankful to Him. It is an honor and privilege to welcome our chief patron and founder chairman, Dr. A.C. Shanmugam, and our guiding patron and president, ACS Arun Kumar, to this webinar. Actually, this is an online webinar, a guest lecture, whatever you term it to be, it is an online program. But for the support and guidance, the department could not have achieved a series of such online programs during the lockdown. I welcome our most respectful Vice Chancellor, Dr. S. Geeta Lakshmi, our Registrar, Dr. C.B. Palnivelu sir, and additional Registrar, the HNDS, Dr. Malini Pandey ma'am, to this online guest lecture on domestic feminism. I extend my warm welcome to Dr. D.B. Jabarat sir, who is our mentor and guide in the E&S campus, where from the English department functions as a unified force. I reiterate that it is my privilege and honor to welcome our deans, Dr. Pushkala ma'am and Dr. Mary Thomas ma'am, and our resource person, Dr.J.Mangayarkarasi, who is a well-known professor in our academic circle. She is also welcome as one of the office bearers of ELTI India. Ma'am, we can take this as an open request to you that we would like to join with your ELTI in organizing a conference with our participation. Ma'am, you keep this in your mind, ma'am. So this is our request to you, and open request to you for to tell you that about our interest in joining hands with the LTI to organizing a conference or any such thing, which could be a disseminating activity, knowledge disseminating activity among our knowledge community. And the topic of feminism is dear to all modern women who come out of their cocoon of family life as able supporters of family income and whatever could make other members of the family tie happy. But by doing that, are they happy? Nobody recognizes their sacrifice in the course of such self-sacrifice. How well is she understood, or how badly she is criticized, is the core of any feminist critic. There are the Western ideas of individualism and economic independence. They are all double faced. On the one hand, these ideas support the rights of girls and women to an education that will allow them to be economically independent. On the other, they make these girls and women as victims. We don't understand the psychology in certain events that happen globally. Let us listen to Dr. Mangai for a clear picture of domestic feminism. Probably that which has sprung from domestic violence. I was searching for this particular terminology, but I couldn't look at. I am a language person. I have interest in literature, but I wanted to know about what exactly these feminisms are, so that teach about what they are about. So then I found this liberal feminism, radical feminism, Marxist and socialist feminism, cultural feminism, and ecofeminism. But I think this domestic feminism, maybe it springs from the concept of breadwinner prescribing a kind of rules for the woman to get subjugated, the subaltern philosophy, and the Me Too craze. I am really very much interested in hearing the perception and the views that Dr. Mangayarkarasi is going to deliberate on this particular topic. Whatever be the motto behind the feminism, we are still powerless to have wings or claws against this cruelty against women and girls of all age and creed. So it is my pleasure that I we have organized such a program to disseminate information on this feminism, and it is also a topic in our BA. Also, there is an elective subject, women's literature, and gender literature. Gender literature is there, so it will be very helpful for the students to know about the views of this feminism. While welcoming the students and faculty from our own university and from colleges and universities across India, I request you to understand the elements of feminism in the light of Dr. Mangai's lecture. Ma'am, thank you, ma'am, for being here. We are really honored by your presence. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your warm welcome and guidance, ma'am. And now it's time to introduce our speaker of the day. And I call Ms. K. Priyadarshini, ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of English, to introduce our guest today.
Thank you, Gayatri ma'am. Good afternoon, everybody present here. And I'm profoundly delighted to take an opportunity to introduce our resource person of the day, Dr. J.Mangayarkarasi, Associate Professor and Head at Ethiraj College for Women. She has been teaching English language and literature in India for more than 2 decades to UG and PG graduates. She has been supervising research studies in English language and literature at Ethiraj College. She earned her BA, MA, and MPhil in English and completed her PhD research in English language teaching at Loyola College, University of Madras. Syllabus and curriculum design and its application, creativity, innovation, and use of technology and techniques in language education are her main fields of interest. She is currently interested in bringing artificial intelligence and augmented reality into reality. She is a national convener of ELTI chapters and an associate of International Association of Teachers of English as a Foreign Language and TESOL. She is one of the board of directors of a literary association dedicated to the cause of promoting reading habits among adult learners. She has authored and co-authored several books, including ESL Assessment in Tamil Nadu, Methods and Practices. She has co-authored Essential of Language, a course and workbook for English Language Lab, and Basic Grammar Quick Point Series. She has received several awards and top 50 women educators across India by a national organize for a news organization and in the year 2020. She has received Best Educationist Award for her meritorious and selfless service to humanity in the field of education in the year 2018. She has received Best Socialist Award in recognition of her outstanding contribution in the field of community outreach and services by Indian Confederation of Labour (FFW) in the year 2018. She has received Mother Teresa Award for her meritorious and selfless service to humanity by the Society of Midwives India on Women's Day in the year 2017. She has received Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Students' Day Best Teacher Award in appreciation of her service rendered for her institution and students in the year 2011. She has visited Sri Lanka and Scotland for presenting papers and attending conferences. She has received an International Mine Award at Malaysia in the year 2018. She has also delivered a keynote address at Sri Lanka RESC conference in the year 2018. We would be delighted with your expertise and knowledge in every way possible, ma'am. We are very grateful to you for accepting our invitation and marking your presence here. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful introduction. I'm extremely overwhelmed to invite Dr. J.Mangayarkarasi, ma'am, to take over the session. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you all for the warm welcome and respected VC of the university, head of the department, faculty members, and the participants. Good afternoon. It gives me immense pleasure to address you all on this particular topic, domestic feminism. When I was asked to choose a topic, domestic feminism, I was just wondering how to begin. Woman's place. Do we have a place? Is it real outside the realms of fiction? How do we begin this discourse? How do we start that? A fiction, is it a reflection of reality? All of us come across different characters in our fiction. In fiction, each role reflects the bundles of emotions a woman go through in their home front, professional front, and all other fronts. A fiction, reflection of reality. A woman portrayed in a fiction, a reflection of reality. Is it inspired by fictional works? I have sorted out few fictions here. Let us see women's place outside the realms of fiction. It is and it is not real. Let us explore. Let us start this journey, whether it is real or unreal. It depends upon the fiction and the reality perceived through the reader. There are an array of books. History Future by A.G. King. Girl, Handsome. The Upside, Unrequited. The Hate You Give. On the Edge of Moon. Here we are. Outrun the moon. How it went down when the moon was yours. So all these titles, does it reflect reality of a woman? Could you infer anything from this title? How do we go about it? Is it real? Let us open up with a video presentation. Let's see whether it's real or not. Okay, let's prepare ourselves to see the video presentation of the place of a woman outside the realms of reality.
Yeah, but not in any sort of dogmatic way, but the natural inclination is to look towards, I don't know, equality of... I'm certainly not anti-women, I don't think.
So who does the laundry, Tim?
Tracy does most of it.
All of it?
85% of the time. 80% of the time.
I do all the laundry.
Well, most of the laundry.
You do all of it.
I do.
Yeah,
I do odd bits of laundry. Okay, I do odd washes. I do some of the putting away, but I don't really do very much of it.
So what was that? The 20% of the laundry that you just laid claim to that Tracy doesn't. What was that then?
That was that probably guilt? Is things when I it's probably actually when I desperately need something and then I just do a load of washing.
Yeah. Oh, so that's your own laundry.
Well, no, it's mixed up with other people's, but it's driven by my own needs. Yeah.
Definitely. How often does that actually happen?
A couple of times a month. Okay,
so if a wash is going on every day and you're doing 2 a month, I'm not very good at maths, but that doesn't come out as 20%, does it?
No,
probably not quite 20%.
I teach maths daily. It doesn't come out as 20%. No.
Who does the cleaning?
Probably you, I would say. It would be fair comment. I'd probably be pushed to claim even 10% of that, quite honestly.
10%? Would you give him 10%, Tracy? You gave him 0%.
Yeah, no, you don't
That's
sort of off your own bat decide. You don't wake up and think, right, today I'm going to clean the bathroom.
Never. But that's just the kind of mindset of when you wake up. I mean, I don't know.
Well, you know what I mean? Yeah, it sort of plays on my mind more that the cleaning hasn't been done than it ever would on Tim's mind, I'm sure.
I've definitely got a higher tolerance of filth, I would say.
But Tracy, are you taking on too much just because it's easy to take all these tasks on? You'd rather take these jobs on than have conflict in your relationship. Is that why?
Sometimes. Yeah. I mean, I remember actually when I was folding up the washing and putting it into 5 piles once, I did think, oh my God, I'll do this and then I'll look around and the laundry basket will be filled again. And I thought, but what's the point of getting upset, cross, angry about it? It's just one of those. Once I kind of got that into my head that, well, this is what I do, then I've sort of stopped. I think I've stopped moaning about doing the washing. I mean, every now and again it'll come up, but I have just thought, well, I'm just going to do it. We're both working full time, but I carry this other thing around with me, which is, oh my goodness, look at the state of the bath hasn't been cleaned, and the ceiling needs painting, or there's cobwebs everywhere. I carry that along with me as well. Tim doesn't. He's a free bird.
Okay. This is domestic feminism. What is it? Have you ever thought of it? What is domestic feminism? You can see a slide what all role a woman plays. Women should have equal autonomy within the family. We always say we should have equal autonomy within the family, but we end up in something else. We play a different role. we take up all responsibility, and then we start off with multitasking. We begin our multitasking in the home front itself. What is it? What is domestic feminism? Any change expected from the society should begin from home. Social feminism. All of us think feminism means fighting for rights. Is it so? Is it fighting for rights? No, it isn't. It is creating a space in the home front to do whatever we like. To have an autonomy in the home front, to work happily. We do it happily. All mothers, all sisters, all women in the domestic front do everything happily. It's for our home. It's for our family. It's for me, for my happiness. I do it. When I see an empty space, I react. I argue. I begin my debate in the home front. So when I voice out in the home front, that voice, that reaction, that response of that emptiness in the space I create is called feminism, is called domestic feminism. When a woman in the home front identifies that emptiness in her space, in her created space, that reaction, that emotions, that purgation of emotions are called feminism, domestic feminism. So let's move on to the next phase. Socializing girls to accept subservient roles within the family, whilst socializing boys to believe they were superior. This happens through children witnessing, then recreating the parental relationship. What is feminism and family? Feminism and family, it's interconnected. A mother plays a pivotal role. Parents play a pivotal role. As a mother, right from the beginning, since the childhood, make the girl in the family to accept her role in a different way. Whereas boys in the family can move around, they enjoy total autonomy, 100% autonomy in the home front. Socializing for boys, it's spontaneous and they can enjoy that and they recreate it. Whereas when it comes to women, socializing means something different. But as a woman, since my childhood, I enjoy that freedom. I got that autonomy in the home front. That was really a wonderful beginning as a woman for me. So, I can say a woman's place is real even outside the realms of fiction. I am a finest example of that who enjoys that freedom. I thank my family to have given that freedom, that space to enjoy that. Even in our society, socializing women into accepting the housewife role as the only possible acceptable role for a woman. Indeed, it was the only way to be feminine, to be a woman. Essentially, feminists viewed the function of the family as a breeding ground where patriarchal values were learned by an individual, which in turn created a patriarchal society. We come from a patriarchal society. The following slides reveals the place of a woman, a socializing woman, how a woman has been treated in the home front. A woman's role, housewife role, it suits a woman. A society accepts that. A society doesn't like, a society stops a woman, criticize a woman, judge a woman who socialize with the outside world. That's the place of a socializing woman. How do we view a woman socialize with a group outside her home? How do we portray a woman who socialize outside her home front? Women have come a long way in terms of progress and equality, especially in the workplace. So far, we have seen the place of a woman in the home front. I would like to present another video to show the place of a woman. The gender roles.
Ma'am, sorry for disturbing you, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, your slide is not moving forward, ma'am.
I'll just move.
Yeah. Yeah, yes. No, not now, ma'am. Not now.
Okay, now I would like to play a video. So I guess skip this.
Despite ongoing efforts for gender equality, changing gears here. Yes, come on here with me. The so-called household chores, the traditional roles have not really changed. A new study shows women are still doing most of the chores. CBS 2's Scott Rappaport tells us what women have to say about that.
So here we are in the year 2020, an enlightened society that clearly sees the roles of men and women with 2020 vision as equals, right?
Obviously. Oh, absolutely.
Well, when it comes to things like cleaning, dusting, laundry, and household chores, it seems like women are still getting the short end of the stick.
I think it's awful. It's not fair.
According to a new Gallup poll, despite the fact that women are working more hours, pursuing careers, and taking care of the kids, women are still more likely than men to take on the dreaded domestic drudgery. Want to talk laundry? 58% of the time, it's the woman's job, says Gallup. Cleaning the house? More often women than men. Preparing the meals? Still mostly women's work.
It is not a woman's work.
I think the men should be doing the cooking. Who are the best chefs? Men.
I'm enraged. That's horrible. Women do not belong in kitchens and in the laundromats.
The poll also says younger couples 18 to 34 are no more likely to divide up the household chores than older couples. Guys, what's up with that?
We're just programmed to think that way, so I get that. I understand that.
So where's the equality? Where's the enlightenment? What's going on here?
I think it's because young people are going backwards to really go back to much more of what the traditional roles are.
Truth be told, the survey does show since 1996, women do a little less housework and men a little more. But equal?
No, it's not equal at all. I know it's not. From all my women friends, it's not.
So even in the year 2020, the woman who seeks to have it all is still more likely than not having to do it all. On the Upper West Side, Scott Rappaport, CBS 2 News.
Welcome back. Gender equality. We always talk about gender equality. What is it? What is gender equality? We need not talk about that. Men are men, women are women. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Each one, they play a separate role. They have a separate place, and it's the home front decides a role of a woman effectively. Autonomy they enjoy, the autonomy they receive, the space they create in the home front decides their individuality. So the video, it just reflects the place of a woman in 2020. In 2020, we have a different role, a modern mother. A modern mother is totally independent. She creates her own space and she tries to do something from her end to manage everything. A modern mother, a modern woman is an icon. The Shakti, we always speaks about Shakti. The Shakti within is reflected in all her endeavors, in all her actions. The wage gap between men and women has fallen over the past several decades. The wage gap. Earlier, men are meant for work, women's place is home front alone. We call ourselves homemaker. How we create our home. Now we have come out and we have started to create a society. That's domestic feminism. If you're happy in the home front, if you have a space in the home front, if you can create a meaningful space in the home front, then you are independent. You can create a new world. You can create a new society. So the wage gap has been filled by women and it's fallen over the past several decades. For the past 2 decades, women have outpaced men in college attendance and degrees. Not only college attendance and degrees, even in the corporate world, even in the professional front. They are totally independent. I hope you would agree with me that the feminism, the feminine, the energy they gain in the domestic front, in the home front, made them reach that arena, made them outpace men in college attendance and the professional front too. 49% of employed women in the United States, including 42% of working mothers, say they are their family's main breadwinner. I have seen lot of single mothers, how they beautifully manage. Now we live in a different society where a woman can lead anything on her own. Even this COVID phase, we had come across so many women managed beautifully. Women leaders taken wonderful decision for their country. Women in the domestic front taken lot of steps to make their home a better place, to make their home a wonderful paradise, to make their home heaven for all in the family. So where does this arrive? This gender equality. Where is it? Where does it come from? Do we have a word in the society now? Have you ever heard that word in the recent past? No. All of us raised up to the occasion, raised up to the pandemic situation, and we have wonderfully managed that with the Shakti in the forefront. Women are working more than ever, but they still take on most household responsibilities. Now, they manage so many things in the home front. They manage so many roles in the home front, and they take up that. You can see the athletic field there. Let's move on to the athletic field there. Let's see as women, they move on with a lot of responsibilities with the support of the men in the home front. It is the man in the home front, the father, husband, brother, all of them create that space for their women in the home front. They allow, they support, and they create that space subconsciously in the home front. So she enjoys that domestic space and comes up with flying colors. Here, I would like to present a visual treat to you all how she manages the home front. Let's see how she socializes, how she manages the domestic front. Let's go back and have that visual treat. Let's see that. So, okay. The recent video, the one we viewed, reflected the different role a woman plays, how she manages the home front, how she enjoys, how she happily manages everything in the home front. So, what feminism did and continues to do is to tell us how to think about how to live and to campaign for the social and legal climate that will allow the greatest possible freedom of choice. After that, each woman has to work it out for herself. Feminism is a state of mind. It is a state of mind. It has nothing to do with anything called gender reality, anything called rights, anything called debatable argument, or anything we assume. So, what is feminism? Feminism is nothing but a state of mind. I should start by doing 50% of the childcare and domestic tasks, but I haven't come to terms with some of the sacrifices that would entail. That was one of the comments reflected here. So, men in the home front they started to agree with us that they too are part of it. They too have created a space of their own to share the responsibilities in the home front. And the woman in the home front enjoys her own space, her own personal space. So that has been created. Now I can see a mother and say, I'm raising my son as a feminist. I am raising my son as a feminist. Let's have a clipping that says, I'm raising my son as a feminist. Let's see the reflection of a strong.
And I'm raising my son as a feminist. It's 2015, but sexism is, well, everywhere. And fixing that, it's my job. And it's my job. It's my job and your job too. Oh, and dads, wait, scratch that. All men, you are half of this equation. And it starts at my house and your house. What we say, it matters. It means teaching our kids that boys and girls can do anything. It means throwing out those old-ass gender norms. It means teaching our boys that their voices aren't the only ones that matter. And sometimes the most important thing to do is listen. It means talking about consent. And calling body parts what they are. Say it. Penis. Vagina. No pee-pees and hoo-hoos in my house. And how we talk about bodies, that also affects how we talk about space, consent, and respect.
What we watch and read at home matters too. There are smart, active, determined girls on television and in books.
Like Pippi Longstocking, Ladybug Girl, Grace for President, Dr. Steffens. It means learning to express your feelings with words, not anger. Girls cry and boys cry. We all have feelings inside that need to come out, and that's okay.
Look, I tell my kids, use your words for good.
No one ever said being a parent was easy, but it's work that needs to be done, and we're going to do it, damn it. We are going to parent a generation of boys that are part of the solution rather than the problem. Because feminism isn't just about women, it's about everyone. It is about everyone.
So, a strong woman. You've seen different women, how they do it. I would like to present something different. What is it? A strong woman. You've seen different women, their comments now. Women are working more than ever, but they still take on most household responsibility. So, they enjoy freedom in the home front, freedom in the workplace, and it is their mindset that gives them the space. Their ability to create that space in the home front and the professional front. Working mothers spend more time on work, household labor, childcare than the fathers. They're not more likely to have access to their workplace. Policies such as paid family and medical leave and paid weeks and all that affordable childcare. How do they balance that? 54% of women take leave from the workspace once they go on for delivery. So, women are 8 times more likely than men to look after sick children. After becoming a parent, women are more likely to switch to a job with greater flexibility and work more from home, which can result a lower payback. 21% of women say they were paid less for doing the same work they did before they took time off to care for their children. But they enjoy that. They require that support. Women are more likely than men to stop working to care for elder in the home front. So it cuts their earnings and it cuts their importance in the society, but they have the satisfaction of taking care of the elders in the home. So, according to Merrill Lynch report, when a woman reaches her retirement age, she may have earned a cumulative sum than her male counterpart. When accounting for the lifelong pay gap alongside common workforce interruptions. Outside of the negative financial and career ramifications, women are also stressed more than their male counterpart, and they never give time for self-care. In order to add a personal story to these results, an entrepreneur who has to balance work and family throughout her career is a founder and CEO of a music company. So, how does she balance her business and the professional front? As an entrepreneur, from the industry, from a different perspective, how they manage their home front and professional front. This domestic freedom in the home front, the domestic space she creates for her mood, for her self-care, that gives energy, that gives Shakti, that creates Shakti in the domestic front to face all odds in their life. So, domestic feminism is nothing but creating a space of our own, a state of mind we create for us in the home front to face the society, to face the professional front, to enjoy our own life. With that, I would like to end with this note. I am raising my son as a feminist. I hope you would agree with me. A feminist is nothing but an individual with an independent state of mind to create a personal space that's full of happiness, full of love and energy. Thank you very much for the wonderful opportunity to share my thoughts on domestic feminism. Now, the floor is open for interactions. It's open now. You can send your questions or you can unmute and ask questions. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for making us to understand how powerful we are. It's been said by Maya Angelou that every time a woman stands up for herself, she stands up for all women. And today we proved it, ma'am. Once again, thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, with your permission, shall we move on?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. There are few questions asked from our participants, and the first question is, what is a woman's place in the house in today's scenario?
It's a good question. A woman's place in the home front is in our hand, in the woman's hand. It's up to us to create that space. And there are men in the home front, our fathers, our husbands, our brothers, and all of them are ready to accept that space. And they're ready to create that space. And they're ready to offer their, to extend their support to create it on your own. It's up to you to create that space and enjoy your space in the in the domestic space.
Yes. So the next question is, who enforces borders in the society? Is it men or culture?
Uh, could you repeat that? Could you repeat that?
Yes, ma'am. Who frame the women's borders in the society? Is it men or culture?
Uh, no, we do. It's that individual step we take in the home front. It's not framed by any man at all. I don't agree that. I'll never agree that at all. It's in our hands. And there are no boundaries at all. Don't have that boundary in the home front. Be free. Be like a butterfly in the home front. You are the butterfly in the home front. You are colorful. Create that colorful world in the domestic front for you. You take care of yourself. And if you are happy, the entire family will be happy. When a woman in the family are educated, the entire society is educated. I believe when the woman is happy in the home front, the entire society is happy, and we can see that happiness around her. We can create that order in the home front, and there are no boundaries at all It's in our hand to create that aura, to create that colorful world in the domestic front. Think you are a butterfly. Fly, fly high.
Absolutely, ma'am. So the next question is, does culture affect women's education?
Culture has nothing to do with that. Culture is created by individuals, a group of individuals. So we can make a culture strong as an individual, as a woman. We can make it a different flavor. Culture, to me, is a different flavor. Let us add a pinch of everything and make it wonderful for the women in the society. A woman can create that. Culture would strengthen that when you add those small ounces in your life. Up to that woman, to that individual, to create that, to create that freedom, to create that within that culture.
So the final question is, why do women prefer other suggestions always, even for taking small decisions?
It is the society, or the society, the people around us, individuals around us, create that mindset. Already I made a mention, feminism is nothing but a state of mind. And if we come out of that, definitely we can create a wonderful space in the domestic front. We need not think of anybody's support to take decisions. Decision making is an art. It is not skill. We can create that and take a decision of our own. Now we have come across all those and we are doing decision makers now.
Thank you, ma'am.
It
Thank you
will
so much
simply
for
be a trust. Yes, yes.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for patiently answering all the questions, ma'am. The spectacular movement, while we rejoice at the grand success of the guest lecture, we deem it a privilege to equally tender our heartfelt appreciations to the eminent resource person who has been the backbone behind this phenomenal victory. I request Ms. R. Akshaya ma'am to display the appreciation letter of our resource person through this virtual studio. Over to you, ma'am. Ma'am, kindly accept our appreciation as a token of gratitude.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your wonderful reply.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanksgiving is a time for gratitude, and now I call Ms. J. Jyoti ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of English, to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, Gayatri. Good afternoon to all. I deem it a great honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this great lecture. First of all, start by giving glory to the Almighty God for making today's occasion a resounding success. First and foremost, we are very much grateful to our founder Chancellor A.C. Shanmugam, President Engineer ACS Arun Kumar. We owe our special gratitude to Dr. Gopalakrishnan, Provost, and Vice President Dr. Geeta Lakshmi. I take immense pleasure to thank our Registrar C.B. Palanivelu and Dr. L. Ramesh, Dean Events, for their unflinching support and motivation. My heartfelt thanks to Dr. Ethiraj, Additional Registrar, E&S Campus, who is the mentor and pillar of the department. On behalf of our department, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the guest of honor, Dr.J.Mangayarkarasi, Associate Professor and Head, Ethiraj College for Women. Madam, your eminent presence has indeed made this lecture a memorable one, and we thank you for your concern over the department and the gracious presence. I extend my thanks to Dr. Pushkala Ramani, Dean, English, in charge of Literary Seminary, Dr. Mary Thomas, Dean, Department of English, Dr. Chandrasena Rajeshwaran, Head, Department of English, Dr. V. Karpagabadivu, Deputy Head, Administration, Ms. A. Julie Elizabeth, Deputy Head, Academics, for their guidance. I thank Ms. Gayatri, Assistant Professor, Department of English, for mastering the event, Ms. K. Priyadarshini, Assistant Professor, Department of English, for introducing our Honorable Chief Guest. I also thank Dr. J. Revati, Assistant Professor, Department of English, for moderating the event, Ms. Akshaya, Assistant Professor, Department of English, for the technical support. I also thank my dear faculty members for their contribution and the participants who made this event a remarkable success. Once again, I thank you all for your wonderful support. Thank you.
Thank you, Jyoti ma'am. Dear participants, your feedback link has been posted in the chat box. Please do start filling it. And for the benefits of the students, we have a YouTube channel named Department of English Dr.MGR Educational and Research Institute. Do subscribe our channel, and this particular video also will be available in the same channel I have mentioned before for the benefits of the students. Thank you all. Be kind and spread love. Once again, thank you all.
Dr.MGR Educational and Research Institute, University, Madurai, Chennai.